Exciting. The folks up there are ready to watch the moon eclipse the sun at 2:36 our time, and it's already happening. The total eclipse will happen then, and we'll see you after this.
All right, stay with us. The eclipse is about to make its way across Georgia. Take a look at those blue skies right now.
There's a few clouds. Yeah, a few clouds just lingering around there, but no worries of showers in Atlanta, at least. Paul Osman's got a look at that, though.
Yeah, as we look at this, we're going to keep this and try to do a time lapse of it. You can see the blue skies out there. We saw that picture from Rabun County, but right now the blue skies mixed with some cloud cover. There will be clouds that you're going to be dealing with. In fact, if you look at this, that's not the only thing you're going to deal with. In the area of 100% totality, we are looking at a lone shower that's up in Rabun County. So you folks in Dillard, folks in Clayton, in that general area, with the light showers that you're seeing there, there's certainly some clouds associated with that. As we zoom a little bit tighter, once again, some light precipitation now in Rabun County. We're going to put this in motion, kind of zoom out a little bit, and you can see the past few hours, it's moving almost due south and southwest. So you folks in the path of this rain might encounter a little bit of light rain, but there's plenty of breaks in it back near Clayton and back into Dillard. So it looks like it's weakening a little bit. That's good news, but there's not a lot of activity out there right now. As we zoom tighter, there's Clayton, Dillard right about there. So once again, a little bit of clouds in the extreme northeastern part near Sky Valley. Certainly a little bit of light rain moving in that direction. But once you get a little bit west of that, we're seeing at least partly cloudy skies out in that general direction. Let's look at the overall pattern from Birmingham to Montgomery to Atlanta to Macon to Huntsville, looking pretty good. Once again, as I've been saying all time, is just that there is that isolated shower you're going to be dealing with, but otherwise, majority of the folks going to enjoy this eclipse, whether it's 97%, as it will be here in about another 40 minutes or so, or in 100% in extreme North Georgia, all the way into Rabun County. So looking good in that general direction right there. But once again, in Georgia, we're seeing in Fannin County right now, we saw a little bit of a blip of precipitation, certainly a little bit more cloud cover in the northwestern section of Fannin County, but also some showers and moving across the area. We see the light showers, but we're going to be tracking this all afternoon long. Have some great pictures. We have reporters all over the scene, as this, for a lot of folks, will be a once-in-a-lifetime event, and we'll be back in just a second.
This is a CBS 46 News Special, Eclipse 2017.
Hello, everyone. It's here. You're looking at live pictures of Eclipse 2017. This is Casper, Wyoming, where you can already see the moon on a path toward its eclipse of the sun. The CBS 46 team has fanned out across the state for you. We're live in the final hour of our countdown to this historic event. Thanks for staying with us for this special coverage. I'm Sharon Reed.
And I'm Ben Swan. As you follow along with us, we want to share this experience with you and have you share it with us, because all the great pictures and videos you take today, we want to see them. Tweet us, post on Facebook or on Instagram using the hashtag CBS46Eclipse.
Let's check in with the CBS 46 Eclipse team. Some of the best viewing in the country is right in North Georgia. CBS 46 reporter Adam Murphy is there in Dillard in Rabun County. Adam, what's happening there right now?
Well, that's right. First off, I want to tell you, people are getting really excited because there's something to look at. I want to take a live camera right here from Dillard, Georgia, about 2.5 hours northeast of Atlanta in Rabun County. You can see for yourself the eclipse is underway, and a lot of people out here have said, well, look at that, the moon is taking a bite out of the sun. Or some have said it looks like Pac-Man when you look up. It's quite the sight, I must say. Awe-inspiring to see this if you have not. And we're giving you those images right here on CBS 46 right now. Incredible to look at this. There are some clouds, as Paul Osman had mentioned, moving into this area, and we're concerned we've got, another 45 minutes or so before we do see the total solar eclipse, because we are in the path of totality up here, and we're just begging the rain to stay away for just a little while, maybe the clouds to move out. I've got some guys over here. Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, where you from? I see you have some fancy equipment to check this out.
Yeah, thanks. My name is Jeff Thompson. I'm from Milton, Georgia. I'm the host of the Milton Astronomy Club at the Milton Library. And we've come all the way up here to Dillard to hopefully get under the shadow of the moon here.
What do you think so far?
Oh, it's been fantastic. This is my first eclipse, total solar eclipse, and it has just been incredible to see, and incredible to see all the passion that everybody has brought here, all the excitement from everybody. I've got my telescope set up, and we have been showing everybody what we can see so far. We're just hoping that the clouds hold off for another.
What do you see right now? If you were to walk over to your telescope, what are you looking at? Give people a play-by-play here, real quick. What can you see?
Well, I can see, oh wow. I can see the limb of the moon covering the sun. You can actually see it's a little bit rough. You're actually being able to see some of the topography on the moon. And in the background is the sun with some sunspots on it. Now this is pretty incredible because we're very lucky here on Earth. The sun and the moon both have occupy about a half a degree of space on the sky, so they're the same apparent size, which is why we're able to have total solar eclipses here on the Earth.
Thank you so much, and this is going to be fascinating to see all the way through. We're keeping those clouds away. We're going to have live coverage for you coming up when this does happen as a total eclipse, so stay with us. We are in Raven County. Adam Murphy, CBS 46 News.
Now, there's a lot of information there about the degrees of it.
The real deal.
He did. He knows exactly what he's doing. Unfortunately, though, because of our cameras and the way that we have to shoot it, we don't get to see all that detail that he gets to see. The roughness on the edge of the moon, some of the surface there, or even the sunspots. It's just a big orange ball getting smaller.
But our reporters, of course, who are on the scene and looking through devices like that will fill in all the gaps. Our Paul Osman, chief meteorologist, will also give us some of the science behind this as well.
Yeah, if you've been watching our coverage here in the last hour or so, then you saw in Portland and that area up north in Oregon where they saw that total solar eclipse. It is an absolutely incredible sight. Very exciting to see as it begins to move into our area, and here within this hour it will take place. A live picture for you. This is actually coming from Oregon, and you can see there a little more detail.
Yeah.
Some of what that guy was talking about, some of the sunspots there on the sun. It's very incredible. This shot, of course, coming from NASA.
And again, you hear it said a lot, you know, once in a lifetime opportunity, but it truly is for so many folks who have been preparing along with us for many weeks, even months, making plans, taking trips, spending a lot of money just so that they can see it in person.
And that is the live picture there from Dillard. And again, you can see the way that this, and I think we just switched shots, by the way. The shot a minute ago was from Dillard, and this one is not.
This is Nashville.
But you see there how in these different areas that begins to take place, the process begins to happen, and it's of course a slow moving process. When we get to the point of totality, I believe it's about 2.5 minutes is how long it will take. So for that totality to remain, so you get a few minutes to be able to see it, but as you watch it take place, and as we're watching this slowly happen, it is a bit of a process to watch the moon cross over the face of the sun and ultimately to create that eclipse for us.
And as you take a look at this, remember the path of the eclipse? NASA gave us this map here and shows us just exactly where it started there on the West Coast. And that was at 1:16:06 Eastern time for us in Lincoln City, Oregon. And it is slowly making its way to our direction.
So we're keeping an eye on this, not only here, of course, in the Atlanta area, but also across the country. And we have reporters who are across the country right now.
Well, now it is time to watch another part of the country witness this total solar eclipse live right here.
Rudy Harper from our sister station in KCTV, Missouri, live in St. Joseph. Rudy, what are you seeing there?
Oh, there it is. Oh, my God, there it is. It's total. Yes.
Welcome to St. Joseph, Missouri, a small city located about an hour north from Kansas City. This is a moment that everyone's been waiting for. We're in the total path of totality here. 25,000 people are here with me. You hear the round of applause right now. We've met people from Brazil, Kenya, even Australia. You know, moments ago it was cloudy, it was raining, but that did not dampen the spirit here or the mood, and we just saw totality just moments ago. City officials say 100,000 people have assembled to watch this historic event. Of course, there's a lot of enthusiasm here on the ground, and the city has been preparing for this onslaught of visitors. What's your name and how are you doing?
Hi, I'm Shelley Stahl-Smith and I'm doing great.
You're almost in tears.
I am. It's so emotional. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's amazing.
And where did you come from?
I came from St. Paul, Minnesota with my friends, and we came down to camp last night. and this is just wonderful.
How long did it take you to get to St. Joseph, Missouri?
About 6.5 hours. We stopped and had a quick breakfast, and it's just joined everybody here.
Let's just step back and let this all just sink in real quick. I want to give our viewers another view of the people out here. I know it's dark, but you see the campers. You hear the loud rounds of applause right now. 2 minutes and 38 seconds of totality, folks. It's dark, midday, and it's kind of unnerving. 1979 is the last time we paused to witness a solar eclipse. Experts say the moon is traveling almost 1,500 miles per hour.
So Rudy Harper there. With our sister station KCTV in Missouri. Again, this is a live picture coming to you from St. Joseph, where right now they are experiencing the totality of the eclipse of the sun. Rudy mentioned there are some clouds and storms in that area, and so as they are gazing into the sky, we're not exactly sure what's covered and what's not. Let's listen back in.
And as I mentioned moments ago, the clouds were covering the moon and the sun, and we got a break just for a moment to see it. A lot of people spent months planning this and are very happy to see it. You know, Missouri is a show me state, and you just saw people witness that total eclipse from St. Joseph, Missouri. I'm Rudy Harper. Back to you.
All right, Rudy Harper there, St. Joseph, Missouri. You could hear the excitement, people screaming, there it is, I see it. And it happened so quickly. I think you said 1,500 miles per hour.
It's incredible stuff. And I want to let folks know, even if there's some clouds out there, it is going to get dark. It's going to be as if a dark storm cloud moved over the sun during the day, and all of a sudden you said, what's happening there? It's not going to be a situation, I talked to an astronomer over the weekend, that you see stars. Or
That's what people were thinking they would see.
Yeah. Well, you always see that because when you look into space, you think that. But it's going to be something that, even with cloud cover, even here in Atlanta, and I wonder if we can put up the tower cam that I have up there to show the aquarium, that this is what it looks like in Atlanta right now. I still see the blue skies, and even though it's underway in Rabun County and we'll get 97%, the sun is so powerful, and you know, it's and so massive that we're still getting the light even from the I don't know at what percentage, I guess at 238, 237 is, so we're less than about a half hour away from totality, but we will be able to see the darkness hour by hour, minute by minute, until we get to that totality.
You can see a partial eclipse anywhere in North America, correct?
Mostly, yeah, I think so. I think here 97%, and in some places, my sister in Chicago said it's like 60 or 70 or something.
I was going to say, I think the lowest amount you get anywhere is going to be 50 to 60%. Yeah. So you're going to see something no matter where you are.
Absolutely.
Regardless. Like you said, Sharon, there's so much buildup and then it's over so fast. But you know, some of the greatest things are just like that. So that's just how it goes.
That's what they say.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as far as the traffic goes, I've been keeping you all posted on what's happening. It's just been one stretch of road, and that is right here. You can see it. It's been northbound on I-85, and I wanted to show you. See where that green is? That was all red. So past Hamilton Mill Road, it's starting to dissipate just a bit, but as you continue north, you still see a lot of red there, and that continues on to Commerce. So I don't know if those folks there are going to make it. I think they're going to wind up needing to take an exit and find a McDonald's or something to watch.
Well, you've been telling folks to do just that. Don't just stop, you know, on the expressway there and try to get a glimpse of it. And so we'll keep monitoring it. It's an exciting day for us too here.
You know, and if you're not going to make it all the way there, the bottom line is we're what, 97, 98% totality. Over there, it's 100%. And so the in between is what? 97.5, 98, 99. You're good enough. Just be safe.
And then you just tell people, I saw the whole thing.
There you go.
That's
no matter what.
That's right.
It's very rare for a family, something for the whole family to do, to experience with us once in a lifetime for a lot of folks. So just to get out there and even experience the 97% here and outside is going to be pretty special.
Well, we've got a network of reporters fanned out throughout the viewing area, as well as our reporters who are with some of the school kids who are out of school today, because this is such a rare, special event.
And let's again look at the path of that eclipse. We have it here for you.
Yeah, it is right now 2:11 and about 30 seconds here on the East Coast. We've already seen the event play out live in the Pacific Northwest and now the Midwest as it inches closer to us.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. I'm keeping an eye on social media, and Sharon and Ben also taking a look at that interactive map and giving you a few little interesting tidbits about where the total solar eclipse is headed next and why it's special in that particular city. That story's coming up.
I'm CBS 46 reporter Giovanna Derabank, and take a look at where we are. We're high atop the Midtown building. Yes, you hear total eclipse of the heart in the background, but wait till we take you to this VIP solar eclipse viewing party right here on CBS 46 News.
And as you follow along with us, let's make it interactive here. Share your eclipse experience. All the pictures and the videos you take today, do it safely, but we want to see them. Tweet us, post on Facebook, on Instagram. Use the hashtag CBS46Eclipse. You're watching CBS 46 coverage of Eclipse 2017. We're right back.
Welcome back to our special Eclipse 2017 coverage. This is from Sanford Stadium. It's on the campus of the University of Georgia. Meteorologist Ella Dorsey is there live for us for the big watch party as our view of the eclipse quickly approaches. It really is a countdown at this point. Let's head back out to check in with our eclipse team in Metro Atlanta.
CBS 46 reporter Giovanna Derabank. She's live in Midtown at the Colony Square. So Giovanna, what's happening there?
Take a look at this. We are on the helipad, 300 feet up, 22 stories high. You are getting a panoramic look at beautiful Midtown Atlanta. Take a look at our skyline. You see the Batman building there. And here we are with the folks from North American Properties. And look at this beautiful little girl that I found, Charlotte. Now, what is this like for you?
This is just so cool because a few weeks ago I didn't even know, I barely knew what this was, and now I get to see it in person at possibly the coolest place to watch the solar eclipse ever, and I'm really excited. So yeah.
Are you afraid of heights?
No.
No? So, you got your protective glasses on?
Yeah.
Give us a walking tour of what you see.
Well, it's really dark from the whole place, and then you look at the sun, and you can literally see the solar eclipse happening. And yeah, it basically looks like an orange moon.
An orange what?
Orange moon.
An orange moon. That's how Charlotte describes it. Is this cooler than an IMAX movie where you wear the 3D shades or what?
No, because now you're getting to see it live, and yeah.
So what are you going to tell your brother about this? What kind of stories are you going to share?
That he should have been here. That he should be here right now and talking about this. So yeah.
Yeah, now talk to me. You got the music going. Did you get any food?
Yeah, I got Chick-fil-A.
She got some Chick-fil-A, but they've got some sun chips back here and, of course, moon pies. That's the very latest from high atop Midtown building, Colony Square. Back to you.
You know, I haven't had a moon pie and I don't know when.
They should only give out slivers of moon pie.
I'll take
Why
2
not?
or 3.
Maybe the sun pie.
Yeah, how about that? Well, social media is flooded, of course, with posts, pictures, video of many of you getting ready for this historic event.
Let's check in with CBS 46 anchor Tracy Hutchins. Tracy, you're monitoring the digital buzz over this glimpse of history.
I am. I've seen a few moon pies posted on Instagram, I have to tell you, but a lot of pictures coming in from across the country. Certainly Instagram, one of the best places where you can post those very cool pictures of the eclipse, because this is a shared experience for all of us. So everyone wanting to get the very best picture. This one you could see someone posted from their digital camera right there. This is what I remember from the last partial eclipse. Really the cool thing that the sun did with the shadows from the leaves. You can see they all look like half moons there. Someone posting shadow magic there, and another person posting this too, with you can see the shadows from the leaves too. So you don't have to necessarily have the glasses to see the effects of the eclipse. This is kind of cool too, because we talked a lot about making the pinholes in the paper, you know, so you could see the picture of the eclipse. Someone making a little heart out of all those little eclipses there. And this one too, someone taking another very cool picture. This is out of Northern California, what it looked like earlier this afternoon. Even people are using household items like colanders. You could see it kind of made a really cool, almost a piece of art. Very cool thing. Want to make a quick mention right here. A lot of people using these welding masks. Do not use these. Optometrists do not recommend this at all. Of course, use those solar eclipse glasses. Ben and Sharon, back to you.
Another important reminder, Tracy, thank you. And we should say, I know once in a lifetime we say it over and over again, but...
it's not.
Well, listen, we want you to enjoy yourselves today. However, 7 years, I think the next one will be. So if you had to work, or you couldn't get outside, or you're sleeping through the coverage, you may get another chance.
And if you're sleeping through the coverage, we hope you work at night, or you had a nice weekend.
Some other issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's look at, again, the path of the eclipse. First, another shot of Nashville here. You can see it's almost... What's so funny?
I just kind of wish I was still asleep right now. That would be fun.
This is truly exciting.
All right, let's go to Carbondale, because over in Carbondale, Illinois, they are getting ready to take a look at this. We're seeing this event kind of play out in the Pacific Northwest. In the Midwest, it's headed our way.
And our friend from our sister station, KMOV, is live in Carbondale. Matt Chambers, what are you seeing there?
Real experience I have ever been a part of. If I didn't know better, I would say it was the will of the 14,000 people inside Saluki Stadium that made this cloud at least temporarily move away. We have taken the filter off of the camera lens because at this point there is so little of the sun left and so much cloud cover still to be had. We're so close. This crowd is chanting, "Clouds go, clouds go." Now listen, just listen. We made it. I can't believe what I just saw. We made it to totality among 14,000 people who are born with this primordial fear of darkness. They've come together here to Carbondale, Illinois, to root for the dark. And I'm telling you, it is as if the people in this stadium willed that cloud out of the way with, I don't know, 30, maybe 40 seconds to go. There was a moment about 5 minutes before totality where a hole opened up in this cloud that had been very stubbornly blocking our view of the partial eclipse. And we got a brilliant view of just a sliver, less than a thumbnail of the exposed sun. And then it went back under the cloud cover. And there was an audible just sucking the oxygen out of this arena. It's amazing that anyone can inhale right now. But somehow at the very last minute, that little break in the cloud opened back up. And the reaction from the stadium, where, by the way, it's completely dark at the moment, was unbelievable. They're asking us to show you the sun. There's nothing to see right now. We're going to go back up to the cloud. We're in totality right now. We are in totality in the city of Carbondale, Illinois. And probably at this point, what's left of the total solar eclipse is obscured by cloud cover. The excitement at the moment that cloud broke open just a bit, I don't have words to describe it. It was really something. There was an energy inside the stadium like I've never felt before. I can't hear exactly what the control room is saying back to me because there's so much sound here. Gary, why don't you get a shot of some of the folks behind you reacting here? I know light conditions are really, really low right now, and it might be difficult to see a lot of detail, but I will also tell you that already on some of the horizons, I'm starting to see things lighten up just a little bit. The only illumination I see from anywhere inside the stadium, other than an occasional stray camera crew, is the illumination of cell phones. Something that clearly the last time a total solar eclipse moved through this part of the country weren't even in existence at this point. And now, people wanting to document this moment and remember this moment for the rest of their lives. Families here, friends here. Gary, tilt me back up to the sky here. And put your lens back on, because I think
as we look at this in Carbondale, Illinois, our friends there from KMOV witnessing the event there, we heard the crowd go crazy. But then you think, now that it's over, what do? Do they just stay there and
traffic?
Tailgate,
now you gotta
party,
get in that car,
make it a whole
and
night.
drive away. So a couple quick things. Just got to mention this.
He's done his research.
Totality in terms of the eclipse means the moon moves over the sun and there is a ring, a perfect ring around the sun, right?
We did not see the ring.
Totality does not mean that it's completely pitch black. So in Oregon, where they had it, we saw it there. There was a ring around it. There, they were very excited. I'm happy for them. But the cloud blocked the ring, which means totality is not total darkness. That's the point that we're trying to make. So happy for them in Missouri, but it is what it is.
Let them celebrate. Now it's time to watch another part of the country witness this total solar eclipse live.
Yeah, Liz Loheis and Forrest Sanders from our sister station WSMV are both in Hopkinsville, Kentucky with team coverage. And there you see a little bit of the ring around it. Let's listen into their coverage.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now Jared, is this the diamond ring?
Oh my gosh! With my bare eye, I can see almost just a tiny sliver.
Okay, once that goes away, folks, glasses off.
Oh, there's the ring.
Moments, glasses off. Oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness! Hopkinsville is Eclipseville with the total eclipse now begun here.
It is a solar Woodstock. What a party!
So there are the Bailey's beads around the ring.
Now that is incredible to see, and watch these images play out live. Hopkinsville, Kentucky here. You could barely hear the anchors in the background saying at one point, glasses off, because they do have that little period there, that safe zone where they can view this.
And it is a very limited time. Now look at this screen. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about totality. That's totality. So if they were to actually iris down a little more, and you would be able to see it more clearly, because obviously it's creating a greater glow, but that's totality. When we have the ring around it, you get the flares from the sun, and there's different names for them. Bailey's beads, I think is what it's called at the bottom, and on the side there's another name. It's all very technical. I'm not a scientist, the meteorologist, chief meteorologist is over here, but I know this. That's the totality, and so that's what we want to see. Here in Atlanta, you're going to get 97% totality, so it'll be a little askew from that. It won't be quite like that. Rabun County it will be, but here it'll be awfully close. And again, a beautiful shot there as you take a look at that. You mentioned the safe zone, Sharon, where for just a minute, I mean, it's quick.
Yeah, you got to be real careful. Yeah, because you have to protect your eyes, as we've been telling you for the weeks building up to this event, live event, as we monitor this total eclipse as it goes across the country. Also, several events back here in Metro Atlanta. CBS 46 reporter Adam Harding. He's live at the Fernbank Science Center inside DeKalb County. Adam, tell us about the event there.
Well, it is packing up pretty big right now. I'm looking right up at the sky right now, and we are 5-10 minutes away. We got just a sliver of the sun that's left. Hey, where are my girls at? Where's Sophie at, who's been sitting here? My team of girls who has been here all afternoon long. Sweetheart, how excited are you for this?
Super excited.
Super excited. What's it been like for you?
It's good.
Yeah, you've been sitting outside for a while on the lawn here. What have you seen? What did it look like?
The moon now looks skinny, and at first it was fat, now it's skinny.
At first it was fat, now it's skinny. Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling all too well. I wish, right? And sweetheart, what about you? How excited are you? Let's turn this way so we can see the camera, so we can see your expression, because you're excited.
Happy.
You're happy? Why are you happy?
Because we don't have that thing over here.
Yeah? You're happy because you didn't have to go to school today, right? How long have you been out here?
1,050 days.
1,050 days. You're crazy. You're funny. You're funny. So here's the deal, Sharon and Ben. It's getting a little dark out here, and you can see, look at how many people are out here. Several hundred people out here. All of them have their solar specs. They've been camping out here for several hours. They went up to the observatory where there's a telescope that's actually projecting it into a nearby planetarium. We checked that out earlier, and now it's really just everyone is sort of camping out here. I know Adam Murphy sort of had a tent city where he is. No tents where we are, just a lot of anxious people in the final 5-10 minutes until the full, so 97% of the solar eclipse. So 97%, we're going to have a good time. So Sharon and Ben, we'll send things back to you.
Anxious, excited, and hopefully everybody there is prepared. Is it even 97% or 97 point whatever percent? You got to be prepared. Live picture here. Let's go to Rabun County. There it is. As we can see, it is underway. Our Adam Murphy is there.
That's right, standing by. And Adam, what are you seeing right there right now? Because as we can see, that total eclipse is getting very close. Oh, I'm sorry, Adam's not there yet. But as you can see from this shot here, we are very close in Rabun County to that total eclipse taking place. And we're probably, I don't know, less than 10 minutes now from actually being in the spot where you get, again, that total eclipse. And Adam mentioned cloud cover in the area and the threat of storms. So far, it does not appear to be creating too much of an impact.
Well, let's bring in the voice of the chief meteorologist, Paul Osman. You've been looking into this and monitoring the cloud cover and the threat of storms in this area. What are you seeing right now, Paul?
Yeah, we saw a shower. We see Adam Murphy. He is right in the area. But see, even there, he has blue skies. It isn't until that last sliver is covered up that we start to see the darkness, where it becomes totally dark. It's going to be interesting. Isn't it interesting that even with that sliver showing in Rabun County, they're still getting blue skies right now? It's not going to be for another little bit until that just all of a a sudden, people there, and it's going to be interesting when we go to Adam Murphy to see the reaction of the people sitting there and screaming and saying it's total there. So it's just going to be, it's fun. That's almost as fun as to watch the people's reaction to it as it is to the event that is happening over North Georgia right now.
And for people who just want to see something beautiful, Paul.
Oh, it's incredible.
Explain, though, to them what this actually is about, the science behind it.
Well, it is. I mean, for instance, last time we had one over the continental United States was in 1979. So we're talking almost 30 years ago, the last time that was something there. But I guess we're going to go back to there. It's getting very close to the totality.
It's getting very close. Let's look again at the path of the eclipse for you.
That's right. It is right now 2:29 and 30 seconds here on the East Coast. We've already seen the event play out live in several places, the Pacific Northwest and now the Midwest as it moves closer to us here in northern Georgia. Our big moment is just ahead, and the CBS 46 team is standing by. Much more to come. Sharon Reed alongside Ben Swan and the chief meteorologist, Paul Osman.
You're watching a CBS 46 News Special, Eclipse 2017.
And thanks for staying with us. I'm Ben Swan.
I'm Sharon Reed. Thanks so much for joining us for our special coverage. The CBS 46 team is fanned out across the state. We're live in these final moments of our countdown to this historic event.
And as you follow along with us, we want you to share your eclipse experience as it's about to take place, all the great pictures and the videos you take today. We want to see them. Tweet us, post on Facebook. You can put it up on Instagram. Use the hashtag CBS46Eclipse.
I have lots of great pictures to share with you. Let's head back out to the CBS 46 Eclipse team. Our Megan Packer is here in Metro Atlanta at Woodruff Park downtown. And Megan, tell us about the events there.
Hi, Sharon and Ben. What a great atmosphere at Woodruff Park. We've been here for hours. We've watched the crowd grow and grow. Check it out. Everybody is so excited. You can feel the energy and the excitement in the air. Everybody's got their glasses. They've been testing them out. They're ready to go. We've watched it get darker and darker at this point. As you say, we are just a few minutes away. So we see people really from all over the city, all over Metro Atlanta here. There are people who have come out of their office buildings. There are Georgia State University students. And it's just a really great bonding experience. Everybody's telling me they're really excited to get to experience this together, and just once in a lifetime opportunity. I want to introduce you to Danny Lister, one of the people out here taking this all in. Danny, tell me why you wanted to come out here. You're out here with a friend. What's it been like so far?
It's pretty fun. Everybody's being really cool. They're all looking at the sun, obviously. It's cooled off about 10 degrees, so that's pretty neat. I wish that could happen every day. Nobody's fighting over glasses, so yeah, party so far.
And you and your friend have a pair you're sharing, which is better than nothing.
Yeah, we had to tear a pair in half to share.
Looking around right now, how would you describe this and just the atmosphere that you've been experiencing?
It's kind of electric. Everybody's kind of waiting for something to happen. Maybe they'll go to work in a better mood. I don't know.
Well, enjoy it. Thanks for the time. Have fun. Guys, I'll send it back to you. That's the latest here in Woodruff Park in downtown Atlanta. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Well, it's a gorgeous day. It's hot out there, but boy, it's packed. People just wanting to get a glimpse of this thing.
It's obvious, but it's still interesting when you hear someone say it cools off about 10 degrees from that. It's a massive solar shade that's taking place. A lot of questions, though, about what the roads are going to look like on a day like today with all the eclipse excitement.
Now we sent CBS 46 Traffic Solutions reporter Vince Sims out to keep an eye on things. Vince, it is almost time. How's it looking right now out there?
All right, well, the traffic has been bumper to bumper at points. Let me get right to our shot. We found some people doing exactly what GDOT said not to do. They should not be parking on the side of the road trying to get this view. Now, of course, we did see some GSP officers out earlier, so I'm sure they'll be patrolling at some point. The hero units were going to be up in the northeastern region as well watching this. Now, as you see right now, though, traffic is still moving quite fine. But as we were coming up earlier, we were actually in some stop and go traffic there for a little bit and even bumper to bumper. But again, you can see people are doing exactly what GDOT was asking folks not to do. Do not pull off to the side of the road to view this thing. You should go into a parking lot area, someplace a lot safer for you to do. But obviously, people aren't heeding that warning. We've seen people with even lawn chairs where they've pulled off in their lawn chairs out there trying to get this view. So we're going to continue to give you a look at traffic. Now I'll send it back to you there in the studio.
As we inch closer to this time, you wonder how many more folks Vince will see. Our Traffic Solutions reporter on the side of the road there again. We've been warning folks. You and I even laughed last week saying, nah, nobody's really going to do that.
We said that's ridiculous. Right. Well, we're watching the ridiculous as it takes place.
Come to fruition.
It's also time now for the big moment.
We sent CBS 46 6's Adam Murphy to North Georgia, where it is time to watch this historic solar eclipse live. As you've been watching us, we've seen it play out in several places. Sanford Stadium in Athens right now, live look there. As you can see, people have filled in there. Our Ella Dorsey, meteorologist Ella Dorsey, is inside. We'll have live coverage from her as well.
But you know, the football stadium really doesn't open up for anything other than football games. But today they made an exception. A safe place, a lot safer than the side of a road, for folks to go out and be able to sit back and put on their glasses and watch this take place. So just fascinating stuff taking place there. And really, it's our turn. We've seen this take place in the Pacific Northwest and Portland area. We've seen this take place in multiple locations. You can see their live picture as they look up at the sun. And it's our turn here in North Georgia.
All right, and Chief Meteorologist Paul Osman is with us as well, and so I just want to make sure I get this right. This is a celestial event, right, Paul? A solar eclipse is one in which the moon passes between the sun and the earth and blocks all or part of the sun.
That's absolutely right. For a lot of folks, once in a lifetime experience.
Let's go to our Adam Murphy right now because he's about to see it live, that action right there. Adam, take us through it.
Absolutely awe-inspiring. Everyone cheering here in Dillard, Georgia, 2.5 hours northeast of Atlanta. And guess what? The total eclipse is in effect. And moments before this happened, we want to take a live picture so you can look up. Wow! 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 Almost completely covered, but we had drama just before this happened. Drama, the clouds rolled in, and we didn't think it was going to happen. People booed. Then all of a sudden they're cheering. Oh my goodness! Take a live picture. You can see the corona. You can see the corona. Everyone's celebrating in Dillard, Georgia. And let's just show the crowd here. They are super excited. They've waited a long time for this. It is completely dark out. The moon has covered the sun's rays, and we have a total eclipse here in northeast Georgia. We are now going to send it back to you.
Just incredible. You see that total eclipse there in Dillard, Georgia. Spot on. This was where they were going to be able to see it. And indeed, people there, as Adam said, experienced a little bit of drama. As he said, the clouds rolled in there.
Absolutely. Adam, are you still able to hear us out there? We'll listen to see if he's able to get back to him to ask some questions. But
awesome!
There he is. He's so excited. He's so excited. I'm not sure he can hear us over his own excitement. But, you know, so much anticipation, Sharon. We've talked about this, getting ready for this moment. And how interesting was it to watch, even in the live pictures, how bright it was as it was happening. And then suddenly it goes to that almost completely dark.
It is this celestial event. It's a phenomenon, of course. And it's interesting to see that the families get to experience this together. Many kids were excused. They didn't have to have an unexcused absence from school today. They got to go out there, in this case in Dillard, Georgia, and get to see it for themselves. Adam, you're back with us. Tell us more about that drama, because really as the clouds rolled in, people really, there was some angst there. They thought they might miss it.
Well, I got to tell you, we were so disappointed about 5 minutes ago. People packed up and started leaving. When we had hundreds out in this field outside Dillard City Hall, they were disappointed. The clouds rolled in, dark clouds. We had some rain off in the distance. Everyone thought they were going to miss this special moment. And then all of a sudden, the tide turned. It was the most beautiful thing. The clouds parted for everyone here. Just a higher power took over, especially for this crowd. And we're in totality right now, in the path of totality. It's very dark. It is a little bit cooler because we don't feel the heat from the sun. Everyone out here is just in absolute awe. And it looks as though we're just now about to see some Bailey's beads. And here comes the light. Look at this. Look at this. You can see it lighting up. Unbelievable.
What a
wow,
what
I
a
have
beautiful
goosebumps
shot.
on the back of my neck.
Let's put it back
It's
up
a
that
beautiful
shot. It is beautiful. You know, Adam, jokingly last week, Paul Osman, our chief meteorologist, and I were joking on air about, you know, the possibility of storms, and we said, and then when 2:36 comes, Paul says, the clouds will break apart and they'll open up and the skies will open. It literally happened for you guys that way. I mean, it was almost prophetic the way he said it jokingly, but that's almost exactly what happened to them. It moved out just in time.
So give the chief meteorologist a hand. Well done. I didn't laugh at you.
I laughed with you, but it was pretty exciting. Certainly, what we saw happen in other areas, we did see it in Illinois. They had some struggle with clouds there, and so certain parts of the country have had cloud cover. We thought we might have it here, so good on them out in Rabun County to be able to see it as it took place.
You know, he said something there that some people got disappointed as the clouds rolled in at the last moment and started to leave. Can you imagine if you left and you get home and your neighbors say, oh boy, you missed it. You missed the whole thing.
You missed the whole thing. Don't worry, 7 years from now, maybe you'll get to see it again.
Chance.
Let's go back to Adam Murphy. He's out there and still geeking out. And now
just like that, the lights are on.
It's crazy, isn't it? How quickly that shot changes. Go ahead, Adam.
The lights are on. That's a great way to put it. The lights are on, like you said, great way to put it. And you know, it was like a sporting event, but 1,000 times better than a sporting event that came down to the last play of the game. Because like I said, you know, we had clear skies all the way up until about 2 o'clock. Clouds roll in, people panic, people start leaving, they begin to boo, and then what do you know? I mean, it must have been about 2 minutes prior to totality that we got a little break in the clouds. And then we were able to see complete totality and the corona and Bailey's beads. Unbelievable. And like I said, the lights are back on now. So we carry on with our day.